Welcome back, pizza people. Hope you've been keeping it cheesy. Hollywood Pizza here. And today we're going to be playing in a special event that we actually get to play in every week called the Book Club Draft. Essentially, it's just like a regular draft. Usually we'll be playing the latest set. It's 8 streamers that are involved in it. Hosted by the Mana Sultan and advised by the IDA. Sometimes we do flashback drafts, which is always a good time. But today we did a regular straight to new Capenna draft. And we ended up with Cabaretti, essentially basically a red-green deck splashing white, and a few cards that are of note. We ended up with a Jaxus, which is, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the set for limited. And we also have a Rocco, which is pretty interesting, being able to actually go get the Jaxus or any of our good creatures in the deck. And just overall, I had a good time with it. Deck feels pretty solid. I mean, we got a good curve and we have some decent late game. I think that we may have ended up just having too many 4-drops, but I don't know. You tell me in the comments. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, jump into the drafts, and then jump into some games. Enjoy the video. All right, let's go ahead and start the draft up here. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and just take this Jaxus first. I mean, that's just a great, solid rare here. Definitely a card I appreciate. Definitely one we've played in the past. We also have Pugilist, which is really good. Nightclubber is not bad. We have a dual land, pretty much. The Revelers is just really, seems like it's a very, very, very strong card. Patrol was great every time we played it, so we're going to go take the Jaxus and hope that we can get something coming back here pretty soon. Go ahead and lower this for you here. And if you're wondering what's going on, we're on mtgadraft.tk. It's a place where you can have your own drafts. So today we're doing the book club draft. Essentially, it's just a league that I had the pleasure to be a part of here that's hosted by Mana Sultan and the IDA, 2 other streamers as well. And we have some good options here. So, starting with some of the lower cards, like Backup Agent and Riveteer's Initiate isn't bad. Goldhound's pretty good. Hold for Ransom is okay. I think it's just okay, though. I think I'm going to take a green heart card here, though. It's going to be either the Elegant Entourage or the Voice of the Vermin. And, I actually think that it's really, really close between the two. Entourage does pump other creatures up, and it's a bigger card overall. Voice of the Vermin having that shield counter, though, is really nice. I think that we're going to go ahead and take the Entourage just because it pumps other creatures up. And by itself is already big. This pumps other creatures up, but the shield counter is essentially the best thing about the voice. I could be wrong there and taking the Elegant Entourage instead, but I think it's okay. And we actually get some really good cards here. So, cards that I'm seeing right now, we have Jewel Thief, potential Voice of the Vermin. Maybe even this Torch Breath is great. Man, I think it's just like really close between the Jewel Thief and the Voice of the Vermin. We already have 2 4-drops. It's really hard to pass this up, though. Jewel Thief's a common. It's better on curve. Torch Breath is just decent removal, but I think I will just take the Jewel Thief here. Definitely helps us ramp and pretty much helps us splash any other color that we may need to. But yeah, Book Club is great. I've been a part of it here for a few months now. There's going to be some information in the description about the Book Club draft and the members that are part of it. So definitely check that out. Would be greatly appreciated. And there's a soloist. Undercover operatives, pretty good. Comes in with a shield counter, so that's huge. Could make a jump over to Simic. Seeing as how this blue rare just got passed to us. Could also just splash red if we need to. Seeing as how Simic might be a little bit harder considering there's not like that land color combination really. Do we just take the 2-drop because it fills the curve? Soloist is just a strong card. I think we'll take the Soloist. Go ahead and just go straight into Groll, I think, here. Could be wrong. But I feel like that's kind of like the first really good blue card. I could be wrong. This deals X damage to a creature, planeswalker, increase power. So we have removal, a land, big score. I think we'll go and just take the removal here. I would like to take the land, but I feel like we'll probably see another land at some point. I'm not sure. Right now, I mean, we're getting started here a little bit in the Groll area, seeing where we go from here. Seeing like some decent black commons, like, you know, Deal Gone Bad, the Initiate's pretty good. Refrain's Informant's also a really strong card as well in the 2-drop slot. Might be better than some of, well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's a more on curve of a card. And there is a Deal Gone Bad. But it's another 4-drop. We just have so many 4-drops right now. Still might take it. Score is pretty good. Yeah. Let's take the big score. I feel like I kind of want to go down that route this draft. Maybe just like a big red-green deck. Obviously, we need a curve over here. And maybe like 1 or 2 cards over here. Something like that. And there is a Brazen Upstart. That's a card. Let's take it. There isn't anything else anyways in the pack. This card's fine. Decent stats. A little pricey, but it's a card. It's the type of card that's been playable in the past and limited. So, I mean, I like those types of cards. It's a 3/3 flyer. I mean, gains you life to help with the race, anything like that. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to get past here. Always a good time. And it looks like we're going to take this Gold Hound. Not bad. I like Custodian. But we are not in those colors. So we'll take the Gold Hound. Hope to ramp into one of our 4-drops earlier. Maybe grab some other treasure-producing cards. Help us get ahead here. The Upstart's okay. I'm not really, like, crazy about it. It's a good card, but right now, if that's like our, you know, that's our only white card, I'm not necessarily like crazy about it. Wouldn't really be a reason to splash. The score does help though. Ooh, yes, we will definitely take the Revelers though. Yep, Revelers is pretty good. I like the server, but Revelers is just more of a strong card. It also just fixes our mana. Just a strong card overall. And a few more seconds left for the pick here. This card's just really good, right? So far, we do have a pretty high-end curve here. Whenever another creature in the battlefield gets possible suns on a turn, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may pay 1 mana to exile it. If you do, you may Yeah, it's definitely a magic card. It's a 2-drop. Fills the curve. Could get bigger later, especially if we have ways of putting multiple creatures down, like a Reveler's. Starting to get to the end of the pack too, so not really many cards left here for us to grab. You can definitely see where hold for ransom isn't necessarily like the best thing around. I'm gonna take this Pinions. Seems kind of weird, but it's better than the Parcel. I think it's better than the Parcel. Getting flying's pretty huge. Get it on like an Entourage or maybe one of the other creatures of their Entourage is pumping up. It also ramps us. I mean, playing this on turn 2 and then going into one of our 4 drops is pretty huge, even if it's like a big score. And we did get the Fixer anyways. And I mean, our deck's looking okay so far. I mean, for the first pack, we got cards we can play. A good amount of them too, and decent cards at that. Maybe we can try to get some rares in the next couple packs to help us. Ooh. Do we want the second score or the land? I think I kind of want the land, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we'll take the land here. I like score, but there is a lot of them going around. Chrome Cat. Probably just going to go to the sideboard there. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we open up here. Like I said, maybe we'll get a good rare. Ooh, to lose, not in our colors, unfortunately. We also have Rocco, which is probably going to be the pick. I actually think Virtuoso is really good. We don't have many things that target it right now, though, I guess. Oh, there's a murder, too. This pack's actually pretty decent. It's not crazy, but it's decent. I think we'll go ahead and just take the Rocco here, though. It's the only card that we can really play in our colors, and it's a card you can play on curve. It's a card you can just play later, get one of your best cards, like a Jaxus, and then you can actually just start copying. I mean, but I guess you wouldn't be able to play the X, so it wouldn't be as good. I guess copying the Revelers is still great, but hoping that Goldhound comes all the way back so we can just ramp into our bigger cards. It's also a big score in the pack, so either of those coming back isn't bad. Warm Welcome is also okay. I've seen Sticky Fingers get some pretty high scores as well, but I'm not sure yet. So this pack, we have potentially River Tears Requisitioner or Jewel Thief. I think we'd be more inclined to take... Oh, kind of almost want to take the Requisitioner here. I'm not sure if that's right, though. It is a good 2-drop. Man, Jewel Thief's just so good, but I guess having like a card that blitz later is really good as well. So we'll go ahead and just take the Requisitioner. It helps fill our early curve. And just a decent card overall. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and see what else we can grab up here. So we are starting to get a little bit more of a curve, and it looks like white is definitely going to be a color that we're probably going to want to splash for. I think the Revelers and the Rocco is really good. The Revelers just pays for itself, so it's not like that splashes that heavy on us. I think we're going to take the Pugilist here. Void Ren in the pack, but we can't play it. Brass Knuckles is fine, but it's not like a crazy card. Unless you're like dedicated to having modified creatures. Yeah, we'll take Pugilist. Pretty good card later in the game. Definitely a card we'd love to ramp into. So it looks like our top end's looking pretty good. We would still like to get some things here in the early game. we got here? There's actually a lot of good cards. Strong Arm isn't bad. Scuttling Baller would be great if we had more multicolor cards. I think it might be the Mayhem Patrol, as weird as it is. I do like the Strong Arm, but we have some high end already. I like the Patrol. It's just a solid card. Blitz it later. Play it early, get some damage in. Gardener's really good too, because it could potentially like let you cast multiple spells in a turn. Could even like untap a creature that you potentially have like an ability with. But I think I like the Patrol more. Maybe more of like what we want to do as well. I think our deck's looking a little bit better in terms of the curve, so see if the next few picks gives us some more things that we can play early here. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and grab another Mayhem Patrol. And yeah, not really much here in the pack for us. Could take the Riveteer's Outlook if we really needed it, but I don't think that we need it that bad. Go ahead and grab the Patrol here. Give us some more early game. Maybe we can get green-white land. Anything like that would be great. Or even like a plains grabbing card, like one of the sack lands. Yeah, Revelers is just really, really strong. Such a good card. Alright. Well, there is a rare here. There's also Spara's Educators. Jackhammer doesn't really do anything. The dagger's decent. Can we just take the Pegasus? I mean, we're hoping to what? Play 2 creatures a turn? That seems kind of awkward as well. Not really too realistic for us, maybe. Is the trick, or... I mean, we're not completely green-white, so I don't really know if we could grab that. Let's grab the Pegasus just in case. I don't necessarily think that we'll be able to play it, but you never know, honestly. Another Rocco Storefront isn't a card that we want. There's a Dagger, or even the Express. What do we have any? We have some random treasures. Just take the Express and hope that it works out. Let's try it out. Not sure if we're going to end up playing it, but it's a decent card. Still in pack 2 as well. We have a whole other pack to go through to kind of see what we can build towards if we want to really go for the white. Like I said, I mean, we got some cards, but nothing like crazy, you know? Well, that's a really good rare. I don't think that we could play it, though. Double black is quite a commitment. I'm gonna grab the Initiate, though. I think Initiate's just like where it's at. It's an early card. It's really all that's in here for us. You could take the second Pinions, but I don't really think I want it. Having 2 of those equipment doesn't really do anything for us. I'm not even sure if I'm still playing the first one. Just really depends. I mean, it is flying. We don't have much evasion in the deck, so wouldn't be terrible. There's a big score. Sticky Fingers. I think we'll go with the scores. Also, Warm Welcome. No, we'll take the score. In case we get some big stuff we can ramp into. I feel like we got a lot of good 2s, some okay 3s, and we're going to have to cut some 4-drops here eventually. And unfortunately, there's no cards that we're really playing here. Yeah, we'll just take this. It's not really much we want to play in this pack, honestly. And we still got one pack left, so definitely can still grab some good cards here at the end. I mean, I think our deck is decent. You know, we got some pretty good cards in it that can help us end the game. Wouldn't mind more removal, though. Yeah, I just don't really think we need the brass knuckles. Or even the warm welcome. I guess the warm welcome is better than the other cards. Not sure, but like brass knuckles seems just very okay. Do we have a decent amount of multicolored cards? Not really. Butler would pretty much just be 4-1. Let's just take this ready to rumble. It's expensive, but does the job. We get the outlook anyways. And let's see what we open up here. I think we have to take one more card, right? Actually. And, yep. Grab that. And let's see what we crack open here. See if we get something exciting for the deck. Let's go. Oh, Cemetery Tampering. Unfortunately, not a card that we can play. So, Arc Spitter seems okay. Might end up just being Riveteer's Decoy or even the Cabaret Courtyard. Like, Courtyard makes sure that we're able to cast all of our cards. At the same time, Courtyard could just come back. I guess Killshot isn't terrible either because we don't really have much removal. But we are mostly the aggressive deck, which is the thing, so... Yeah, kind of a weird pick here, I think, actually. You do have a lot of 2-drops. Maybe we just take the removal because we really just don't have that much removal. It feels awkward, though, taking a card that's like destroy an attacking creature when you're kind of in like an aggressive deck. Not sure if I'd rather have any of these cards. Let's take the kill shot. It's just removal. Gives us a real reason to want to play white. And we have Structural Assault. Not very good. Looks like it's probably Freelance Muscle. Or even Masked Bandits. Man, those are 2 really solid cards, actually. I think we'll take the Muscle, though. It's pretty close. I feel like we could get the Bandits back. I don't know. I've been a fan of Muscle myself. Oh, there's also Revelers. Is Revelers just better than taking the Muscle? It might end up being better. You get 2 creatures out of it. Wow, that's probably pretty close, right? Taking the Muscle. 4 toughnesses. Really good. Could also see the Revelers come back. Who knows? A lot of cards in that pack that we could end up playing. Like even another Socialite we could grab. And not sure if we really need it, but just another card we could take in that pack when everything comes back to us. And did we just take another kill shot? It just seems like okay. The second one, right? Or maybe it's just good to kind of just kill something on curve and then just keep it going. Knives. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing much that we want, honestly. Let's take the kill shot. I don't know if that's correct. Still not completely sold on it. We really do need something that could potentially tap for white mana. Or we may end up just being red-green. Like, the Pegasus is okay. I guess it would be better with the Revelers. Like, if we do end up getting that Revelers back or seeing more, then I feel like obviously the Pegasus gets better. I mean, it's just a 2-mana 2/1 though. Like splashing for a 2-mana 2/1 flyer, like that's it. You know, it's fine. Not really, but if we're definitely able to get that upside on it, then I'll like it a lot more. Well, there are actually 2 to 4 decent cards here for us. We got a Jockey, Unlucky Witness, and a Decoy. Decoy does seem pretty decent. It always kills something. Witness, we don't necessarily really have any sacrifice for, so it's kind of just like a really bad blocker. Another Mayhem Patrol wouldn't be terrible. It's really aggressive though, which like we're pretty aggressive. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Decoy here. I've been impressed with the card myself. I don't know. I wouldn't mind taking the third patrol, but also seems kind of like a lot. Oh, there's a patrol here. I think we're gonna take the Courtyard though to be able to cast our white cards on time. I really want to take another one of these, or do we just not even play? If we don't play white though, we kind of just have like no removal. I think we just have to play white no matter what. We'll take the Cabaret Courtyard. Really need like some tricks or something. I'm just hoping maybe the Pinions gets us there. Kill shot only kills creatures that attack is kind of rough. We do have beat down, like that's fine. Soloist is pretty much like removal as well. This is just sacrifice a treasure, right? Yeah, so we can actually sacrifice the Gold Hound if we wanted to. Let's see if we can get some decent pick up here in the last packs. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably take the Revelers. Goldhound is decent, but Revelers is just a better card. I think it wasn't one of the ones in the early packs, but there's also Luxior. Doesn't really do anything. We'll take the Revelers. Just so much curve right now, and with the big score and stuff, we should be able to kind of just keep the cards flowing. Maybe we just play all of our 4-drops. I don't know how good Pegasus is. You need like multiple creatures for it to like really be good. I'm kind of pleased with the draft so far myself. We have a curve. We got some decent cards in it. I think we're just going to probably have to try to grind our opponents out or get like a really quick start. Masked Bandits. There's also a Civic Gardener. Angelic Observer. Do we have any citizens really? Oh, we got 18 seconds. Not really. Oh, yeah, not really sending too many citizens to really begin with. We'll take the Bandits. Gardener isn't bad, but we already have an okay amount of 2-drops. Broken Wings. And Broken Wings is actually not a bad card for the sideboard. There's also a server, but we have enough big game here. Yeah, I don't mind the Broken Wings because it might kind of end up coming in handy, honestly. Especially considering there's so many different permanent types nowadays, you know? And let's see what our last few picks here are going to be. Don't think that we play this Ready to Rumble. It just seems like a really expensive removal spell. Maybe we sideboard it in later. So there's another Courtyard, which is actually better than the Outlook. There's also a Civic Gardener. I mean, getting to untap this is really good, I guess. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step, so it's not your end step or anything like that. Yeah, I'll take the courtyard. That way we can put the outlook to the side. And there's another bandits. Got a lot of these. A lot of these cards. Yeah, I think we'll go with the bandits here. There's like literally no other cards. It's like the best card in the pack, but I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and think about it, you know? And just looks like we're hitting the end here. Nothing we really care about. I think the deck looks decent. We got, like I said, we got curve. We got some cards that are, you know, good. We have Jaxus. I'm a fan of Pugilist. Having some of these cards is decent. It ensures that we're almost always going to have something to do on turn 2. I don't know if I'm going to play all 4 of them, considering that that makes our curve really huge, but if we're able to get like this big score down, it's going to be fantastic. I'll just take this fixer just in case. Not really. That, in all honesty, I'm not really that crazy interested in the card. It's like fine. Might just cut them and keep the rest of the card. The Socialite seems okay if we can really get some things going. Maybe we just cut it though, because we already have other cards that we would rather play. Yeah, these cards don't really do anything for us. If the Parcel was better, we'd definitely consider it for mana fixing. And take this Incriminate. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and get this deck uploaded to Arena. And we'll be back in like a couple seconds. Alright, so this is where we ended up at. Playing a couple planes for splashing. We saw both the Cabaret Courtyard and the Racer's Ring. Essentially, we ended up cutting a big score and a kill shot. I'm not sure if... It's kind of hard to figure out what to cut out of the deck. I mean, we have a lot of big curve, but all of our cards are actually just like really powerful, so I don't necessarily want to cut a lot of them. We have a lot of creatures, so we should be able to just crew the Express just fine. I feel like we're just really hoping to maybe get like a one early thing down and then kind of just overpower opponents with our mid-range game plan here. We could end up bringing in another Mass Bandit. Maybe even like this kill shot. Big score. We can kind of like mess around with the deck after sideboard. We'll see what we end up with. I can just get rid of this. But yeah, pretty excited to see how the deck does. We're going to go ahead and jump into some games. Go ahead and jump into our first match here. We're playing against IamRozey, another great streamer. Let's see if we can get a good opening hand here. Maybe a decent start. And you know what? This actually isn't that bad. We have some ramp. The Revelers could potentially help us fix as well. Okay, they have a somewhat of a fast start here with this Gold Hound. Let's go ahead and grab a forest. And do we want to get down this Mayhem Patrol next turn? We may want to. Let's go ahead and see if they sacrifice this Gold Hound for a 3-drop. Okay, just going to come in for damage. I'm going to go ahead and put down my Patrol. Start beating down a little bit. Like I said, get an early play down and then try to go up towards one of our bigger plays here. And the fact that we have Rocco means that we can just go get one of our best cards later in the game. We're going to go ahead and get this Pinions down as well, I think, next turn, unless we draw a 3-drop that we can cast. And then potentially swing in. Okay, Crew Captain. Looks like we're just going to take 5 damage here. Go down to 15. Let's see if they attack with the Gold Hound. Yep. Gonna go ahead and take the damage here, considering the Crew Captain is indestructible. Okay. Go ahead and play the Pinions here. We may end up having to block. But getting this treasure is nice, considering we are going to be able to ramp into this card as well. And then maybe we'll eventually get this Rocco to get our Jaxus. Some other cards we could draw. Pugilist, Muscle. Turn away from the Bandit. Okay, they have an Agnes here. Gonna make a couple treasures. I think we can go down to 10. And then play the Revelers, kind of be able to double block the Citizen, the crew captain. Okay, and that's actually not bad considering that we are flooding out a bit here. So looks like we have more double red, or excuse me, double red cards. Let's play this. And let's go and play the Revelers. And then pass the turn here. Right now, I think I mostly just want to like trade cards as much as I can. Honestly, I don't really see a reason not to. If she plays something really big, it's going to be a problem. Okay, they're just going to take the Revelers to get a treasure. And we're going to take some damage here, unfortunately. Okay, she's going to get some more treasures here. Let's go ahead and we'll just make some blocks here. Let's see, 8, 9. Yeah, we can't take that much damage. We'll go down to 6, though. We'll get back the Revelers. Is there a good 2-drop that we can go get? I guess Requisitioner wouldn't be terrible. Decoy's okay. Can't do anything right now. So we can trade. Feel like we may almost want to go get a card that's 2 or less just to be able to block. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's just get a 2-drop here. And we'll pass the turn. That way we get some value off of our card blocking. If they have a removal spell, it's going to be annoying, but if they have another take a creature card, it's also going to be annoying because it obviously gets rid of a blocker. Okay, yep. They have another threaten effect here. They have another spell. We could end up being dead here. You know, this card is actually a lot better than it seems, but it also depends what your opponent's doing. I mean, if I don't have much going on, then taking my stuff isn't the best, but we're also really, really behind. Okay, so everyone's just going to be huge. If we block here, we still take 8. So we're still dead. Let's go ahead and move on to game 2 here. So I think that we do want our kill shot. Let's go get rid of this Mass Bandit. And let's see, destroy our artifact enchantment. Creature with flying. We didn't really see any of that stuff. Do we still want to bring in the removal even if the removal is expensive? I don't think so. I think we're good here. Being on the draw was potentially also like a downfall. If we're on the play, maybe the game plays out a little bit different, having that extra turn for us. Okay, gotta take a mulligan. Oh, well. Actually, we can keep this hand because of the Revelers. And then we have a Jewel Thief to follow it up into a Muscle. Doesn't seem bad. Okay, they do have the Gold Hound again, though. And we'll go ahead and pass a turn. And see if they have a 3-drop here. Looks like we're just going to take 1 again. And we'll make one of our lands. Tap for any of these 3 colors. I think we still want to play this Jewel Thief down, though. And hopefully try to hit a land to get the muscle, or even the revelers wouldn't be bad. Probably the muscle first, just because we're able to come in for more damage. And it's just higher toughness. Able to block a little bit better during its first turn out. Alright, gonna take the 1 damage here. And we didn't hit a land, unfortunately, so I think... we just want to play the Gold Hound because the Gold Hound ramps us. I think we may want to, and then we can also hold up the kill shot if need be. And let's go ahead and come in for 3 damage here. And we'll pass the turn. Another good thing about getting the Gold Hound down is, let's say we use this treasure for the kill shot, then if we draw a land, we're still going to be able to cast one of our 5-drops off of it, so that does help a bit. Looks like our Jewel Thief could be dead here. Or they could end up just taking it, dealing us some quick damage. Yep. Gonna go ahead and take it. Okay, gonna pump up the Gold Hound here. And I'm actually just gonna shoot down the Gold Hound to kind of just get them off a little bit of mana. We'll take the damage from our own creature, but... Alright. And we did draw the land. So we'll go ahead and get our Revelers down. Just create more of a presence on the battlefield. Come in for 3. If they want to take it, that's fine. We can just chump block it, and then that's their whole turn. So it's not like that impressive for them. We can also still cast... If we draw a land, we can still cast the Rocco to go get another 2-drop too if we need to. But I think with the land, we're probably just going to cast the Muscle just because there's such another big body on the battlefield. Right now, we have the 3 cards on the battlefield, 3 cards in hand to their 4 cards in hand. Looks like they do have, you know, the extra mana over us, so... Okay, gonna come in for some damage here. Okay, it looks like they were just gonna redraw. And we did hit the land, which is nice. Okay, I was about to say, I think maybe they just wanted to... needed to attack there, but they didn't. And now we kind of just have like a pretty big battlefield that they have to deal with. So they're kind of just like in a bad spot. Needed to... Maybe they just wanted to play that as a blocker, I'm not sure. Let's see... Do we want to bring anything in? Is there anything really that we need? I don't really think so. Like I said, could take the Rumble. But I think we're okay. Having that second kill shot was great. Yeah, I think we're okay. Just hope to get a good curve going this game. Or maybe even potentially just like get to the late game. Once we get to the late game, I feel like we have a pretty good chance if we can just run them out of cards. And being on the draw does hurt us a bit, considering that we saw, you know, the type of draw that they can get in game 1. So we'll see what we can do. Kind of counteract that. Okay. Can go ahead and get started here pretty soon. Alright. Little bit of an awkward hand, just because we're on the draw. But I actually think I'm going to keep it, just because we have the mana to play this. Drawing any one of those colors untapped would be great. Probably start off with the Courtyard. Getting a Plains, maybe top decking a Forest is a possibility. And they did take a mulligan there. Wow, we did top deck the Forest. That's pretty good. Go ahead and get the Plains here. See if they have a 2-drop. They have been missing their 2 a lot. Okay, it's unfortunate. Looks like they may be stuck on just one color here. We'll see what they're up to the next turn. think we still play the sack land to thin our deck out, go get a red source, and then play the ring. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and go look for a creature. And yeah, so it just looks like we're just going to play Revelers here. Let's go ahead and give our deck a shuffle here. Get a red source. Attack for 2 damage. And we'll put the Rakish Revelers to the side on our mountain. Pegasus could die. We'll see. Really need to top deck a land to kind of just not really have too much of an awkward turn next turn. We have tons of 4-drops and 5-drops that we really need to get down here. Obviously, we have the 4th mana, but not playing your cards on turn can be annoying for sure. Go ahead and take the 1 here. Make the mountain a tri-land. Okay, we didn't hit the land. So it looks like we're just attacking for 2 here. And go ahead and pass. Try to hit a land, because then we'll get the Revelers down. Could also use this kill shot, depending on what they do. I think the kill shot wouldn't be bad tempo, considering that it helps in the race, right? Like if we're relying on our 2/1 to kind of get there a lot for us, then that's definitely what we want to do. Okay, they got the pinions. Does give them a treasure, which is really good. Gonna go pump up the devil. And I am just gonna kill shot that because they spend a lot of mana on it. And they don't really have much else going on. I feel like our big cards could potentially take over the game. They could end up pumping itself. If they pump the token, it'd be better, but okay, so we did get them there because they pumped the patrol itself, so. Alright, we didn't hit a land. But what can we do? Card must be blocked if able is a little bit annoying here. I feel like we kind of almost have to big score. Alright, I think that we can just take a turn off. As weird as it is, I think that we could take a turn off here and play the big score into, well, probably discard the decoy. Decoy does crew the express, but I don't think that any of that really matters eventually. We could maybe ride the Pegasus to victory. They could also just like use the pinions as like a blocker, maybe even. They reveal their hand. You choose a creature, enchantment, or planeswalker card. That's fine. They're not gonna take the big score, so I'm not too worried about it. They're probably gonna take the Pugilist, which is just like the best card in our hand. Or even the Revelers. I mean, either of these cards are good. The Pugilist is better than the Revelers, though, mostly because you're getting a card that's, you know, the 1/1's a better token, and the Pugilist has higher defense as well. So I think they're probably going to take the Pugilist. Oh, wow, they took the Decoy. Okay. So I think now we could almost discard the Express, because the Express is fine, but it's kind of like dead to a certain degree. Okay, they're probably just going to hold back. Yep. Witness. And we'll big score here, discarding the Express. Oh, wow. Yep. Get a couple treasures, dig a couple cards deeper. Alright, we did hit the land, which is fantastic, so we'll go ahead and just cast the Pugilist. And attack for 2. Now, what's really great about the Pugilists and cards like the Revelers is that they give us 2 creatures for the Pegasus to get in and draw a card for us. So, if the Pegasus gets through... Okay, yep, they're going to grab that. That's fine. So being at 19 is really great as well. I mean, we're going to take a big chunk of damage here, but... you know, we're going to deal a lot more damage on the way back. Okay, so... This doesn't make a treasure though, huh? So a little bit awkward, but I'll play the Gold Hound. We'll attack with both of these, getting the token. We had 2 creatures come in, so we'll draw a card off of the Pegasus. Okay, so hitting the Jewel Thief is actually great, because it gives us what we want, which is being able to play a blocker and hold up some treasures. Yep, we'll go ahead and pass the turn. So his kill shot's going to be good on just anything, really. If they take one of our cards, I mean, I might even be inclined to kill it, but the Gold Hound's just going to be able to block the Pugilist, and the Pugilist doesn't have trample. We can take the damage directly from the double tokens. Okay, they got an Agnes. Let's go ahead and see if they attack. We're at 12, so them attacking is going to be kind of rough too. They might end up just attacking. The double token isn't really that good either. I think they may just be on the defense here. All right, drawing land is fine. And they can kill our flyer. Okay, so what do we want to do here? This is trample, right? So we're going to get to draw a card. Let's just play this because it's cheap. Think we do attack with everybody. And we get another devil. So that's 2 damage no matter what. That's 3 damage no matter what. And then they have to double block the Gold Hound. They can block a devil and essentially take the same amount of damage. I don't think that we can kill them though, right? I don't think there was a way for us to kill them. This isn't blocking, right? Yep. Get them down to 4. And so we wipe the board. We'll deal them a damage. They get to deal damage to something. Yeah, they probably kill our Gold Hound. That seems good. And then... okay, they're hitting some cards. We get a Jaxus, which I think it's just safer to cast this because it makes an extra token. They end up taking something. We still have 2 blockers. Save ourselves some life. And we also just have like a lot of creatures out right now, so I think it's going to be harder for them to kind of get through this game. Alright, they do have the Gold Hound here. And even if they do have another blocker, it's not going to be enough unless they're able to wipe the board right now. And we went ahead and took down that match. Jump into our second match here. We're actually playing against the host of the event, Sultan. The Mana Sultan. Let's go. Sultan beat us up really bad last time, so we gotta return the favor. Awkward hand. Kind of a bit of an awkward hand here, but we're on the play. I'm gonna keep it. I know it's weird, but I just don't want to get land screwed here. I feel like I just always want to be able to do all my things, and the fact that we have bandits means that we are going to be able to do all of our things. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do that. If we had the Revelers, it would have been better. Sorry, still getting used to some of the card names here. And let's go ahead, make this land tap for red mana. Ooh, we did draw the plains. Wow, that's actually really great. Let's go play the Pegasus And we'll just play the Gold Hound here as well. See, Pegasus might get countered. I'm not sure if have a counter spell. They might. Okay, they didn't have anything for it, and we'll play the Gold Hound. Could have saved the Gold Hound maybe for next turn, but considering we don't have a second red source, we're not going to be able to play the Gold Hound and the Patrol in the same turn, so see what we draw and then maybe blitz in this Patrol, or just cast the Patrol into play and then have the Bandits on the following turn off of the Gold Hound. And it looks like they do have the Angel over here, I believe. Yeah, it's going to gain them some life later, and it's a 4/4, so the card's definitely going to be a problem later in the game. Alright, they get their 2/2 flyer down. We do draw a Revelers, which is great. Let's actually attack with our Pegasus. See if they want to trade. Completely fine with that. And do we just play the Mayhem Patrol? Thought about holding this up for the Revelers. Maybe we just do our own big play, but then it takes a couple more turns to hit the Bandit. I think that's actually okay this time. I feel like most of the time I'd rather save my mana, but I think getting this down right now is pretty huge. Could have a removal spell for us. It's fine. We still get some value by getting a card out of their hand and still getting a token down. And okay, so it does have a hold for ransom. It's not really that crazy. Yeah, not playing this on the side kind of hurts us a little bit. Might have been the better play there, in all honesty, just because I have a lot of the other colors that we need, but we're missing a red mana for the Bandits. And our Reveler might have not gotten ransomed. It might have ended up being the Patrol. Just tap something down. And yeah, kind of a little bit mana screwed here, but... or mana flooded, excuse me. Go ahead, swing in. And pass a turn. We are going to be able to get rid of this next turn, though. At least that's good. Looks like we're getting flooded, and Sultan's kind of getting a little bit screwed here, getting stuck on 3 lands. Kind of funny how that happens sometime, you know? Okay, creature with a counter. Wow, we get to play the Bandits now. It's pretty good. Yeah, let's go and get Bandit down. No good attacks right now. Next turn, we can actually come in with both of our 5-powered creatures, potentially. Okay. I'm fine with that. Not the greatest thing, not the worst thing. Kind of in the middle. That's really good. I think that... what can we go get? We can go get a lot of things, right? I mean, we're just going to go get Jaxus, right? And then start copying stuff. I don't have the mana for it. We can go get Pugilist. Pugilist gets double blocked and doesn't really do much. Yeah, I think we just want to go get Jaxus. Yep. I guess we should have kept the land, knowing that we could cast it for the extra. So that was a mistake there, because we needed the land to discard to here. So unless we draw something that we don't want, it's going to be a little bit annoying. But making more Revelers, depending on what we draw, isn't the worst thing, right? Also going to be annoying if we draw like a big score or something, so... I think that little things like that definitely hurt in the long run, right? Because you're trying to get the max value out of like some of these red cards that make you have to discard, so that's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to pay more attention to. Unfortunately, looks like Sultan's still kind of mana screwed here. Could make a copy. So if we make a copy of Revelers, it's pretty good because we'll just get to more tokens. He finally hit 4 mana. Okay, they have a 3/3 defender. That doesn't really do much, honestly. Like, it's good, but it's not crazy. Yeah, let's... Yeah, it's not crazy. I mean, they got 2 flyers right now. We'll just go get a token. Go ahead and activate this. And I'm actually just going to attack. Think we can get in with the Mayhem Patrol safely? Nah, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to attack with the things that can trade. Make them get rid of their creatures for ours. Okay, they're going to block there. And potentially just double block the other one. Getting to redraw off the Jaxus is really great. Okay, they are going to make a block there for the outright trade and then take 5, go down to 13. And we get to redraw a card off of the Jaxus. And we get a Requisitioner, which is actually pretty decent. Especially if we get something that we want to discard. We're going to keep getting some things with haste here. Could have been an argument to not attack with the other Reveler, but I still think it's okay. We have tons of good cards in our deck. Okay, it's a 3/4. Okay, so they do have a 3/4, which is annoying. Also can't do multiple red things. Kind of in this weird place right now. Yeah, definitely can't attack through here. Could blitz this in. Does that do much? Blitz and attack with both of them. Pump this up. Just trades here. Can also copy a Mayhem Patrol. It doesn't really seem that great, though. I think we'll just say go here. Fortune's going to start gaining some life back. Might have been a mistake to attack with all those. Both of the Revelers, just because we would have been able to just keep making more copies of them. Okay, they get a Toulouse. I remember seeing a lot of these cards. We actually opened the Toulouse. I think it was our 2nd or 3rd pack. Yep. So we'll get back up in some life here. They have a murder there that they can cast later. They don't have the black mana yet. See what we top deck here. Decoy's pretty good. Let's actually blitz this in. I'm gonna go ahead and copy it. Gonna take a lot of damage on the way back, but could also just put that into here. They have to block these. Yeah, let's make a copy of this. That actually does seem pretty decent. Yeah, I'm coming in. What do we want to pump up? One of the decoys, so that way Either way, they're going to trade with one of these. Could also pump up the patrol itself. Or the initiate. That way the initiate just outright trades with this. Could pump up a token to deal more damage. I think we'll pump up one of these. Not sure if that makes them want to block with specific things more. They'll probably just block here. Oh, I guess I could just block one of the tokens. Okay, yeah, block the 3/1. So we draw, block a token. They take 4 damage. We draw 2 cards. We kill one of their creatures. That seems fine. Okay, the redraws are great. Okay, kill shot's actually really good here. Because we'll get to potentially kill the Kesa if it comes in. Okay, they get a tap land, so they might be able to cast this murder next turn if they draw a swamp. Okay, can't do anything about that. Okay, no attacks. We draw a land. Let's go ahead and play Mayhem Patrol here. If we attack, they probably block there and then kill that. Let's just say go here. Kind of in a rough spot now. Really need to draw more of our late game cards. Still think it might have been a mistake to attack with both earlier, but I was really hoping to get more off of the board. The fact they still have one of these regulators is kind of frustrating, because it's not letting us get through. Could also kill the angel later with the kill shot as well, if it gets to that. Gonna have a decent amount of attack power next turn. I don't think that we have a way of getting rid of Sleep with the Fishes, right? Not main deck. In the sideboard we do. Okay, we got Beat Down maybe. We actually have a lot of good cards left too. Yep, gonna have to take the damage here. Do have a land, and they'll gain some life off of the angel if they play it. Okay, gonna go with the initiate instead. Okay, Capenna Express actually isn't bad. Can't attack with it yet. Will play a mountain and say go. I think holding up the extra mana is good if they have the counter target spell unless you sack a creature card. I think is like or it makes you pay 2 and then has casualty 1. Okay, still have a lot of cards left. We're gonna take some flying damage here. Can give that lifelink. Looks like they are. I still would rather save this kill shot for something later. Definitely gonna have to bring in more of our removal for game 2 and 3. C3, they have 6 mana. No double black yet, though, is kind of a problem for him, as he can't use the murder yet. Okay, what can we draw? I guess the bouncer's beat down wouldn't be bad. Drawing a land. We can crew up here. Let's try to do it. Coming in for 6. They have a kill shot. Looks like they do. Oh, I forgot that they had the Seraph there. Yep, murder. Totally my bad. Doesn't really change too much, honestly. Right, maybe they'll attack with this. Probably just play the Angel, though. We're kind of just losing a lot of life now and kind of just losing to the Flyers. Could also bring in our Ready to Rumble. Got a little bit flooded, but we are playing 17 lands. I wasn't expecting to kind of get this low of a curve with that many lands, though, I guess. It's going to be 5. Yep, just going to take it. They're going to give that lifelink. And we're going to go down to 5 ourselves. Still don't want to snap off this kill shot. And Scrivener, yep. And just drew some lands. So yeah, we're kind of just dead. I mean, we can kill something and then lose to the Flyers in the following turn. I think we're just gonna move to the next game. I mean, we drew a lot of lands too, so I mean, 17 lands might be a lot, but we do have a lot of 4s, a lot of mana intensive cards. Yeah, I think we definitely want the Broken Wings and the other kill shot here. Do we want the Masked Bandits? It does help end the game. Let's cut the Express here. And maybe the Soloist. Yeah, let's cut the Soloist. Do we want the Ready to Rumble? I mean, we drew a lot of lands there. We have drawn a lot of lands too earlier. It is removal. We can try to kill most of their things while getting our stuff down. We'd rather cut a Masked Bandit for it, though. And we do have other ways of beating them down. We could even maybe cut the Pinions because it's not as crazy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try this out. Could have been a mistake because that card is colorless and it also fixes our mana, but I really like having access to all the removal, especially if the game does go late. Wow, this hand's just really slow. Yeah, I think we're kind of forced to have to keep it, though, just because mulliganing on the play is just so rough. I just don't want to do it. Okay, that's actually not the worst as like a turn 3 play. Target this forest. And we drew a kill shot. Let's go ahead and get this Mayhem Patrol down, and then maybe just start beating down with a little bit, draw some lands, hopefully. Kept the 3-lander, hoping to draw a couple more lands here to fill out the curve. Pegasus is actually somewhat decent. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Pegasus. I mean, 4 damage a turn isn't bad if we can start the swings going. Okay, that's fine. I don't really mind that too much. Just gonna go give that lifelink though, which is a bit annoying. We didn't draw a land, but we do get a card we can play that does actually provide us a mana source. Let's go ahead and keep the beats going here. Obviously, it's not a race that we're going to win that way, but getting some more bodies on the ground and having a way to be able to ramp does help. Fortunately, it looks like we kind of got mana screwed this game, so it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for us. Yep, going to go ahead and pump that up. Go back up to 21. And do they have a 2-drop to follow it up with? They do, actually. It's a good one. Yeah, but we also hit our good cards as well. Doesn't really matter, I mean, taking the same amount of damage either way. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and just cast the Pugilist here. Could have the murder for it. We'll see if they do. If not, I mean, we're coming back with a lot of damage. If they want to spend some mana on them getting lifelink, it wouldn't be terrible and could dictate their play, right? Like, if we just see them attack, give it lifelink, and then they hold up the double black, then, you know, obviously we know what they're doing. It makes it really hard for us to kind of have game if we don't draw land here. Okay, looks like, yeah, they just have the murder. Just going to outright do it now. Pump up the Obscura. We'll go down to 14. And we're really hoping to top deck a land here. Yep. Alright, and we did, and it was actually a really good one, too. So let's go and just get the Revelers down first. And I'm still just going to come in with the Patrol. Obviously, it's just really just getting them down to 19, but hopefully we can get some more damage in, and we have 2 removal spells for whatever flyers they play, or if they get the Kaiza down. Then it'll be good. Might want to just kill that with the kill shot. Also, like, well, we'll see if they block the Revelers. They block Revelers and we just kill the Obscure Initiate, because this card's definitely, like, hurting us a lot here. Obviously, we're down to 12 from it, and Sultan's just been gaining a lot of life here. Yeah, let's see if they trade with our Revelers. Okay, they're just going to take it here. Taking a lot of damage on the way back. 3, 5. Let's pass a turn. Could get blown up by a counterspell, which would be rough, obviously. But having removal spell into another removal spell would be good. I think we're going to have to take the 4 damage here. Let's wait till they pump up the Initiate. And I'm going to try to kill it. See if the kill shot goes through. It does. I'll take the 4 damage. I don't necessarily mind going down to 8 because they're not gaining the life back. Obviously, it means the Ruiner is a 2-turn clock, but we actually just have an outright removal spell for it. Unless they have a discard spell, which, you know, would be unfortunate, but, you know, sometimes that's just how things go. They have a lot of cards left in their hand, which is a big deal as well. Looks like they might just be sacrificing a card here. Or killing our Revelers. Okay, sleep with the fishes. Alright, that's annoying, but it's a manageable thing. Let's kill this. And yeah, I'm just going to swing in here. They're going to go down to 10. We'll go down to 7. Could also get rid of the ransom on the Pegasus as an option eventually. I think I'd rather play the Muscle, though, and just keep the board going. And they could also just, like, have land plus Angel here, which would be annoying. Okay, they do have the Kaiza, which is kind of annoying, considering that we used our removal spell on a card that we kind of had to. Just going to come in for 2 damage here. We'll say go. We'll go down to 6. They go back up to 9, which does hurt us, obviously. If they have more removal, then we're definitely in a tough spot. It looks like they do. Okay, just taps it down. I mean, we could block with the token. We're going to go down to 5. If they draw some more cards, it's going to become a problem. We really need a way to kind of like just close out the game quickly here. Jaxus wouldn't be bad. That's really good. What can that do for us, though? Can't gain us life, right? It does get us 2 cards. They have to block the muscle because the muscle's going to be a 9/9. Let's try to attack with the muscle. So they either have to kill it or block it. And they just have another murder, which is rough for us, obviously. Play Rocco. Rocco can block. Okay, let's just do that. Alright, pass a turn. We'll go down to 4. If they find a damage, we just lose, right? The water, the land kills us. I don't know if they know that, though. We still have some good blocks, which is great. We have to hope that they don't attack all out here. Might have been safer to get the enchantment off of the Pegasus. I'm not sure, though, just because, like, if they have removal, we just lose anyways, so. Alright, gonna go down to 2 here. Do they have a draw 2 spell? If they do, we just lose. Okay, they don't. So we can make another Revelers. The question is can we win? Or stop them from killing us, right? I don't think that we can. So I think that we just have to... Oh, let's play this land. I guess we lose to them doing that. So we kind of just like have to do something now. Yep, let's make a token of this. Do we just attack? 8, 9, 10. Do we like have to attack for lethal? That would kind of blow because we just lose to this. I guess we still do, though. Pump the patrol up. Yeah, they can use the 1/1 to block the 5/3 and then block the Rocco. Yep, just puts us to 1. Yeah, we couldn't do the couldn't do this just because we they would have drawn a card and we would have lost off of the Kaiza. So it wouldn't have really mattered anyways, but that was a good match. We'll go ahead and see you in the next match. Gonna go ahead and jump into our last match here. Taking on Isaiah, who actually had a video recently on our channel. Great friend of ours. We're on the play. We got a great curve. Can't really say no to a hand like this. all of our colors, everything going on. Jaxus on turn 4, copying our Requisitioners. Seems decent. We'll go ahead and play our Mountain down first, considering all of our cards are red anyways. And we'll see what he's up to. Depending on what he's up to, could dictate what 2-drop we play. The Mayhem Patrol could end up being good. We'll find out. And yeah, I think I'm just going to play the Requisitioner. I actually don't mind here. We can trade it to get a early Jaxus. Oh wow, they just have double strike. Yeah, that's rough. Let's go get this down. Yeah, obviously the Mayhem Patrol would have been better, but wasn't expecting them to play a good blocker there. We can get this Jaxus down next turn. Kind of see where that takes us. Alright, backup agent. Yep, Virtuoso's gonna get bigger. No blocks. And what do we want to do here? I think it's definitely attack. Pump up the patrol, see how they block. Probably just trade with a Requisitioner, which I'm fine with. We'll get a treasure out of the deal. Considering we're not really doing anything against that. And we'll go and get this Jaxus down. And if we draw land, we can actually play the Revelers and start copying them. Probably get rid of the Mass Bandits and then save the Rocco for something later. Considering the Rocco gets us 2 creatures. I'm wondering if they just have removal for the Jaxus outright right now. Maybe like a tempo play for it. Could also depend on if they're playing like a 3rd color. It could also dictate what they do. And they're going in the tank here. And I'm just going to take the damage. Going down to 12. We can start blocking that with the Revelers, especially if we make multiple tokens. We can definitely stall them out for a little bit. Alright, a flyer is annoying, especially if they make it a 3-4, which he probably will. Yep. Alright, so we did draw the land, which is great. So we'll go ahead and just cast this here. We'll target this with the discarding the bandit. And just gonna go pump up the menace card here, come in for 5. Alright, and that forest is great because we're gonna get to just discard it and redraw. Does Rocco get us something good into play that we can really use? That's the question. We don't really have anything with haste. Soloist is good, but not right away. If we like had a lot of mana, it would be good, right? Because we could Soloist and then copy the Revelers and then just keep all that going, but I don't really like that. We might even just want to go get a Goldhound, which seems kind of weird, but just getting more stuff on the battlefield isn't bad, especially stuff with Menace. Being able to block the Virtuoso right now is great for us. This Echo Inspector could outrace us, maybe, if they just, like, kill our cards, but like, let's say they kill the Revelers and we're still looking pretty good with the Rocco. I don't really think I have anything here. I don't have any good, no good emotes here. Let's go ahead and block with the token. Take 3, go down to 9. And they could have a sleep with the fishes for the Jaxus, which would be kind of annoying, but not the worst thing. Okay, they actually have an upkeep effect, I believe, it looks like. Or do they not? Okay. Yeah, we'll put it to the top. Just coming in for 5. Playing a muscle. I'm going to keep this land because we're going to be able to blitz in the Jaxus and copy one of our cards. So we want to be able to have a card that we want to be able to discard to the Jaxus. So right now he does have a lot to deal with. I mean, just the Revelers is a big creature by itself. The Revelers and a token just can kill him, so can't get too aggressive. If they get a third blocker down, don't really do anything. The Jaxus is still going to be great. We're going to draw a lot of cards. Our freelance muscles are just going to be huge. They have to get blocked, so is the Revelers. Okay. I'm still okay with that. That's not the worst thing. I think he has like keep pressure, right? So like he has to attack with something, right? I think. Okay. I was wondering like if he just attacks with one thing, he still can block, and I guess knowing that we have the Jaxus on top is kind of like what the killer is, right? Because with the Jaxus on top, we're just gonna give things haste. So I had some cards that were aggressive. Do we want more removal? I almost want to take out this Mass Bandit for the second kill shot, but not really sure if we need it. Also just cut the pinions or express. 3 cards left. I'm gonna cut the Soloist. I'm gonna play this second kill shot. Not sure if that's correct because, like, we're usually the more aggressive deck, but at the same time, let's say that he gets multiple flyers down. They're going to be on the play. You know, all these things can definitely lead into me wanting to play more removal. So I'm just hoping for, like, a good draw here, game 2. Hopefully, like, a decent curve. I still think our deck's pretty decent so far. I mean, our games against Sultan were kind of rough, I think. Not sure if we made some mistakes in between there. Plus, on top of that, like, his cards were more powerful overall. You know, like, I think that the Broker family is the best to be in, for sure. And just, like, I mean, green-white and blue-white just seem really solid. I really almost thought about going Simic earlier. We were close, but there's not really, like, Simic payoffs, you know, necessarily. So I feel like you usually just want to be, like, 2 colors splashing a third color. So, I don't know. And with Simic, I mean, Brokers would have been good, right? Obviously, yeah, that's, like, the best, but I'm not sure Simic splashing the other colors where you want to be. We're going to have to take a mulligan. This hand... Ooh, so questionable. Do we mulligan down to 5? Can't cast most of our cards. We can cast this decoy. What's our chances of drawing our lands here? 18%. Plus another 9% or something like that. To draw a red land. sure. Risky business, but really hate going down to 5. Pinions is really good draw there. So is that mountain. Yep, we'll go ahead and play. Yeah, do we play pinions? No, let's play decoy. Decoy just kills something. So we can potentially just snipe down their 3-drop. I'm not sure if they're gonna tap out for a 3-drop. We'll see what they do. Oh, wow, that's really good. Yep. So we're gonna take 6 here, go down to 14. We could play Brazen Upstart. Let's see. The top 5 creature card, rest on the bottom in a random order. Sure. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. No blocks. Can't really trade here either. Not that great. Let's go get an upstart down. No attacks. Okay, and they could just tap something down for good for a couple turns. Pretty much for good, because the game's kind of just going in a bad direction for us right now. If we're on the play, it makes a huge difference, right? Because we're able to kill. I guess they have first strike, so we're not able to use the decoy to kill it. Still kind of just bad. Does big score help? Not really. Alright, let's get this down as a blocker. The upstart untaps next turn. Big score could potentially get us the card that we need. What we really need is the... Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, nice. Yep. Exact damage there. So yeah, the Virtuoso definitely just beat us down super quick there. Yeah, I don't really think there's much for us to change, if anything. I mean, they just had like a really fast start there. We mulliganed. I mean, don't know if we would have won that game even if we kept 7 cards though, so really needed the kill shot there. That's what we needed. If we would have had it, it would have been nice, but you know, definitely, you know, taking too much damage off of the double strike is what led to our downfall there. That's all that game was. Okay. Good to be on the play though. So, man, it's kind of like an awkward hand. We're on the play. I'm gonna keep it. I don't like it, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't know if this is a game-winning hand, quote unquote, but yeah, we do have some things going on, so that's good. Alright. We can get our Pugilist out a lot quicker. Oh, they still have Virtuoso, which obviously sucks, but can't really do anything about it. Let's go ahead and get a Plains. Go to attack here and pass a turn. Can we get something to kill it? Or deal with it? Not really. Really need the kill shot here. Kind of needed it a lot the last few games. Next turn we have Pugilist, so that's at least something, I guess. I mean, it could start the fight back, but I feel like the Virtuoso might be too far ahead by that time. He might think about killing the Goldhound because it sets us back, right? Oh, that's brutal. Yep. We are taking a lot of damage here. And we'll go and just play a Forest. And you can hope for the best with this card. That's really about it. I think at this point we're kind of just like at the mercy of the double strike. We might just lose here because of it. Yep, gonna pump it back up again. Yep. Gonna be huge again. And there's not really much we can do. I mean, we're just dead here to the flying. So yeah, I mean the Virtuoso definitely just killed us every game. That was pretty much it. Not really much we could do about it. We didn't have any like pinpoint removal. We didn't draw our kill shots. You know, if we draw our kill shots, obviously the games are different. We're able to just kill their one card and then potentially swing the game in our favor. I mean, we won game one. That was good, but other than that, I was actually pretty pleased with the deck. I don't think that it was a bad deck overall. We might ended up getting too greedy with the 4-drops, but you know, these events are always great. I get to play in it every week, so it's always a good time, honestly. I really enjoy it. There's going to be some links in the description below for you to check out. We have a tournament this Sunday as well for you to check out, so definitely click those links. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give the video a like, leave a comment down below, and I hope that you stay cheesy.